Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Wakawadash. Double honors to the apostles and the others that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth. You know, we're coming to the last of the last days, and it's getting more and more tight financially, spiritually also. You know, you want to, the flesh is calling out to chill and to fix your daily lives, which is nothing wrong with that. But the underlying reason why we're here is to serve Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, and that's something that we need to always keep in mind. We were given this grace and this understanding, to refine ourselves for the coming of Yahawashi, which we know dealing with the prophecies that is going to happen soon. So this is Colossians 3:1. For ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in the Most High. That's right. So we are to seek the things that are above, the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, not our own will. Now, is it wrong to want to get your daily life in order? Of course not. While we're here, we have to live, you know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a balance. But, as I said earlier, what we want to really focus on is serving the Lord, man, doing his sit downs, and living what we proclaim. This thing is bigger than just going out there and calling the so-called white man, the devil. This thing is about actually living and exemplifying, the fruits of the spirit, if you will, man. Being brotherly, having a good report amongst those that are without. You see, living, these words, man. Not just being hearers and not just telling everybody how they should live, but actually living according to what the Most High, or how the Most High wants us to live. You see? Verse 4, when Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. That's right. So when the Most High appears, Yahawashi, appears, that's when our life is going to truly begin, because right now we are serving our captivity, you see. But we honor this grace, and while we're under this grace, it's very important that we stay focused on the task at hand. The task at hand is, sealing up the elect, so we can make it home. That's it. That's the goal. That's the mission. Now this is Ephesians 2, and I started 1. And you have he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. So at one point in time, we were disobedient. We were Gentiles. We were following after the tradition of man. We were Christians. We were Muslims, Buddhist or atheist or agnostic. You see, all those examples I just named come from the rudiments of the world and not from the Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi. You see, but the Most High, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Mashiach. By grace ye are saved. So the Most High quickened our spirit, man. Brought us back into the understanding of this the law, statutes, and commandments, and ultimately the understanding of the importance of Yahawashi. You see, that's how we brought back in. Yahawashi is very important, man. What he did is very important. And now that we understand that, we can't take this lightly. It's grace that we understand, what we understand. You see, verse 6, and hath raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Yahushua Mashiach, that in the ages to come he might show the excellent, exceedingly riches of his grace and his kindness towards us through Yahushua Mashiach. For by grace are ye saved through faith, not and that not of yourselves; it is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Yahushua Mashiach unto good works, which the Most High hath before ordained that we should walk in them. Wherefore remember that ye, being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the hands made by flesh, that at that time ye were without Mashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. And what is that commonwealth, man? Well, with Yahushua dying, he created a new covenant, and that new covenant is going to eventually, come into play, and which is already going to play, but it's going to be fulfilled, totally fulfilled when he comes back, and we're going to be upgraded, get those, celestial bodies, and those laws, statutes, commandments are going to be written in our heart. We're not going to be able to go off, man. This is a big deal, and it's very important that we, keep our minds, constantly, thinking on the kingdom, man. You see, because that's our only hope is the kingdom. That's what we hope for, is the kingdom. And strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. But now in Yahushua Mashiach, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Mashiach. We were far off, but by the shedding of blood, which is the remission of sins, man, we're brought back into the good grace of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Well, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. He brought us back in. You see, the fulfilling of Hosea 1 and 10 has happened because of Mashiach, man. It's a beautiful thing, and it's something that we can't take lightly. The true understanding of these scriptures, man, is only given to his elect, and we have that understanding. So we have to make sure that we're toiling in his truth to build up the body of the house of David. Romans 6:1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized in Yahushua Mashiach were baptized in his death? Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Mashiach was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. That's right. So what is that death talking about? Well, we're dead to this world, man. We're dead to this world. The old way of doing things, and going out, clubbing, fooling with a whole bunch of females, being all about getting fly, which means dressing well, being selfish, looking down on your own people. You see, we're dead unto all that, man. You see, we were risen in the truth. You see, for if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him. That's right, man. Our old man is crucified. The old ways, how we used to operate, is dead now. I can't. You know what I'm saying? That the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is free from sin. Now if we be dead with Mashiach, we believe that we shall also live with him, knowing that Mashiach being raised from the dead dieth no more, death hath no more dominion over him. For in that he died unto sin once, but in that he liveth unto the Most High. Likewise, reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin, but alive unto the Most High through Yahushua Mashiach our Lord. That's right. So we're dead unto sin, man. It's important for us to not get consumed with this life, and pleasing the flesh, and getting caught up in sin and going off and you know it gets stressful. Things, your life is getting stressful, and you want to revert back to doing things how you used to. Even with dealing with the brotherhood, man. That way of life is dead, man. We're new creatures in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and it's important that we're walking in that. Verse 12, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal bodies, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourself unto the Most High, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High. That's right. So, as I said earlier, we shouldn't be serving sin, but we should be serving the Most High, man. That's what it's all about. Now that we receive this beautiful grace, this is what it's all about, brothers. Serving Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, living His word, being an example for the truth. You see, this is how we serve the Most High, man. You see, doing the work and being and living these scriptures. You see, that's what it's all about, brothers. So we are dead to this world, brothers. But we are alive in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles and the others that rule well. And peace and blessings to you, brothers out there that's kicking His word in sincerity, also in truth. Shalom.